You can just speak up, just stand up and speak.
The first question would be to ISIS. Since applications, especially mobile applications, can be very specialized, then what happens is a developer can go directly to a brand strategist and to, the people can bring him ads, isn't it? And they have a continuous flow of revenue from the advertisement, just like a newspaper or television station. So what is the case for InMobi in such a situation? And secondly, to white African, in things like the iHub and so on, what measures have you taken to protect these young developers? Because iHub can, I think, easily turn into a knowledge mining center where these great ideas are stolen and these young developers, are not protected. Thank you.
So yeah, I'll take the first question. It's an interesting point. One thing that will be spoken about in the publisher workshop is around different ways to monetize apps, right? So of course, working with the ad network is not the only way. So one can monetize apps in different forms. You could have paid downloads, right? Payment forms might become a barrier in some of the markets that you're working in, so that might not be that attractive at this stage in some markets. You can look at sponsorship, yes. So you could go to a brand and say, hey, do a sponsorship deal with them. They sponsor your app for a certain amount of time. You could do direct ad sales yourself if you want to build a direct sales team. We often find that most developers don't really want to do that. That's not the business they want to be in. And then you can look at monetizing with a partner like a mobile ad network, right? So the ad network gives you the ability to actually serve ads in a much more scalable way, right? So we've got a sales team. We have quite a number of advertisers who are interested in advertising in this market. Realistically, the amount of ads that you'd be able to run on your app would be significantly more number, right? So there's different ways to look at it. It just depends on what you actually want to achieve. We do have partners who both do direct sales and they partner with us, right? So they'll focus their premium sales, their direct sales team on premium sales, and also work with us on additional inventory. It's very difficult, definitely at this stage, to fill all the available inventory if you're a big publisher, right? Again, if you're very small, it might be different. Purely through direct sales at this stage of the industry. So that's why a lot of people do a combination of two to try to see what works for them. So there's multiple ways to look at monetization.
There's another question.
I'll go ahead and answer that. So what we do at the iHub is really facilitate. So people find each other there and they build businesses. People find investors there and they get investment. So what do we do to protect them? We also try and facilitate the learning that's around that. So in August was Law Month, and we had different lawyers come in and talk about how to set up a company, what IP law actually is, what does copyright mean, what is patenting, what goes into it. So we do a lot of education around that. We actually get an IP lawyer in about once every quarter to speak about that as well, because it's a really hot item, it's a really hot question within the community. But let me remind everybody of this. Much of what we do in the online and mobile space is not IP-able, okay? It's actually what matters most is who executes better and faster, right? And so that's I think one of the kind of messages that I like to send out quite a bit. Be less worried in the beginning about the IP and more focused on building stuff, because I think that's what gets lost. People get so caught up in spending money on lawyers that they actually don't ever create anything.